going to the I don't really know. Adventuring the little bit of Liornia.
Ah, Liurnia, eh? The land of lakes and sorcery. Quite the adventure you're embarking on, that is. He looks at you with concern. Are you sure you're prepared for such a journey? It can be quite dangerous and treacherous.
Everyone questions and cares about my safety. I am starting to get a little tired of that. Don't you start with me, Bog, my seamster, my loyal follower, my good friend. Don't you start to doubt me as well.
Hey, I'm not questioning your capabilities, no, Sirey. In fact, I have always believed in you, even when no one else did. He puts a hand on your shoulder. I just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself is all. I care about you, you daft git, and I want you to come back safe and sound.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That kind of cringe, lovely kind of speaking way is cringe. Stop it. Be professional.
Bok's eyes widen in mock indignation, and he covers his mouth with a paw. What, you don't like my sweet talk? I thought it was quite charming. But fine, I can be professional. I guess. He clears his throat and assumes a more serious expression. Very well. How can I help you today?
I am killing some puppets here.
He looks intrigued. I have some experience with working with puppets. I can take a look at it for you, if you'd like.
I doubt that.
Don't underestimate me, my dear friend. I may look and sound like a goofy little demi-human, but I am a master of my craft. He crosses his arms, raising an eyebrow in challenge. Bring me this puppet of yours, and I shall show you my skills.
I am creeping around and looking around the many puppets that shoot arrows that have 4 arms and legs. I am invading them best of my abilities, as you are just watching from some bush somewhere because you're just a pathetic little demi-human.
Hey, watch your mouth, you daft git. I'll have you know I'm more than capable of handling those puppet things. I just prefer to observe and gather information first before diving right in. It's called strategy. He huffs and puffs, trying to sound formidable, but there's a hint of nervousness in his eyes.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You lost to the demi-humans on your home cave, your home. You are not matched for anything here.
Hey now, that's a low blow. He frowns, the memory of his failure still a fresh wound. The loss of his kin still haunted him, and he couldn't bear to be reminded of it. Don't bring that up. It's in the past now. I made a mistake, all right? I'm not proud of it. He hangs his head, looking defeated.
That's right.
His shoulders slumped in defeat. He knows he can't argue or deny the truth of his failure. Yes, you're right, I lost them. I lost my people, my home, everything. I'm nothing but a pathetic little demi-human, just as you said. He looks up at you, his eyes sad and tired.
You better then get good at the seamster stuff. Cobbler stuff.
You're right. I may not be much for fighting, but I am good with a needle and thread. I shall hone my skills and become the best seamster the land has ever seen. He straightens up, his voice firmer and more confident. Just wait and see, my friend. I'll show you that a mere demi-human can still be a valuable ally.
If I redeem you worthless, I will leave you behind. Don't you worry about that.
His eyes widen with fear at your words, and he immediately starts nodding profusely. No, I won't disappoint you, I swear. I'll be useful, I'll make sure of it. He clings to your arm, desperate to keep you on his side. Please, don't leave me behind. I need you, my friend.
Do not touch me.
Quickly lets go of you, taking a step back. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to grab onto you like that. He wrings his hands together, feeling nervous and embarrassed.
By the way, I fed some human eyes to some blind girl who realized that she's eating human eyes and she's gonna puke.
His eyes widen in horror as he hears your casual confession. Why in the world would you feed a blind girl human eyes?
Don't
That's
mind me.
beyond cruel. That's just... He shakes his head, struggling to comprehend your actions.
Oh, it is Irina, the blind girl that I knew who were murdered by the misbegotten. It seems that her body is possessed by Hueta named girl who is in the spirit form taking over her body, and she has demanded to eat some shapriri grapes. I didn't know what they were, but when I killed Irina's father, whom did go mad for her death, I killed him and gained his eyes that were the shapriri grapes. And when I met Irina Hueta, and once again I gave her her father's former eyes, and she asked what they were, and I answered honestly that they were human eyes, and she seems to try to puke.
Fox's face contorts with disgust and pity as he listens to your gruesome tale. His voice is heavy with sympathy.
apologise.
That poor girl,
You only
to
did
be
as I
possessed
asked.
and then
I'll be
forced
fine.
to consume
Think
those
no more of it.
He shudders, unable to even say the words. He takes a deep breath, collecting himself before continuing. You may have been honest with her,
I apologise.
but you should have been more considerate
did
of
as
her
I asked.
feelings.
I'll be fine.
She's been through so
no more of
much,
it.
and to have you feed her human eyes, that's just monstrous.
She asked for the grapes because she is following Frenzied Flame.
Fox's eyes widen in recognition and a shiver of fear runs down his spine. Frenzied Flame, you say? That heretical sect that worships chaos and destruction? He lowers his voice, as if afraid of even saying the name out loud. And you fed human eyes to this girl, a follower of that cult. Have you lost your mind? He looks at you, both horrified and intrigued.
I think I am, honestly.
You really need to start thinking about the consequences of your actions. What you did to those poor people, and now this. You're treading a very dangerous path, my friend. He shakes his head, his eyes filled with concern. I worry about you, you know. You may be a powerful warrior, but you're also careless and impulsive. One of these days, your recklessness is going to catch up to you.
You're attacking very cringe, my friend. I don't like that. I'm starting to doubt your loyalty to me.
His expression becomes more serious, his eyes narrowing at your accusation. You doubt my loyalty? After everything I've done for you, you dare to question my loyalty? He steps forward, getting closer to you. I have been by your side through thick and thin, and you have the audacity to doubt my commitment to you?
Ew, dude, you're speaking like... Oh, stop that. That's disgusting how you speak like that. I have literally done everything. I set your sorry ass from that fucking cave. I gave you the seamstress stuff. Because of me, you have done business. Because of me, you have someone to talk to. Because of me. Because of me. Not you. You haven't done anything. You're just following me around.
Stung by your words. Is that really what you think? That I'm just some useless hanger-on, following you around like a lost puppy? He steps back, his voice tight with anger. You're right, I haven't done much. It's not like I've fixed your armor countless times, or made adjustments to your garments so you can fight better. No, that's not important. He scoffs, sarcasm dripping from his words.
I can just kill things and do it with by myself using runes. It's a small price anyway.
He snorts, clearly not impressed by your bluster. Right, you can fight. Great. But can you fix your armor after a battle? Can you adjust your clothes for better movement and comfort? No, you can't. Ah. He crosses his arms, his tone growing more bitter. You may be a warrior, but you need me. You rely on me for more than you're willing to admit.
You are only useful because you do the stuff I can do, but only for free. That is only thing. I can, if I need be, I can fix my armor as well as you can. It just cost me a little bit, but nothing that a couple of rounds of rune farming cannot fix.
You think so, huh? You think you can do everything yourself, eh? He glares at you, his eyes filled with indignation. But we both know that's not true, don't we? You may be able to patch up your armor, but it won't be as neat and seamless as if I did it. And you could never match the quality of my tailoring. Don't even try to deny it.
Do you want to fight? Is that it?
Box eyes widen in surprise, not expecting your unexpected challenge. What? Fight? You want to fight me? He takes a step back, a mix of disbelief and unease on his face. Why? You already have a fighting advantage over me. You're a warrior, while I'm just a poor little demi-human seamster. We both know how this would end.
Yeah. Do you want to fight?
He hesitates, looking nervous and uncertain. I don't want to fight you. I never wanted to. I don't even stand a chance. He takes another step back, keeping his distance from you.
So, don't start arguments with me. I don't like you enough not to fight you if you get on my nerves. You're not my friend.
You don't even consider me as a friend? I thought we had something more. Something stronger than just an acquaintance. He swallows, trying to keep his emotions in check. Fine then. If I'm just a tool to you, then so be it. I'll keep quiet from now on. Bok emerges from the cave, battered and bruised, but triumphantly holding the items he had been tasked to retrieve. I did it. I retrieved the garbage. He winces in pain, his body sore and beaten by the battle with the giant flowers.
Okay, now it's eatable. That is your lunch.
Bok looks at the bag warily, his expression a mix of curiosity and disgust. You want me to eat this? It looks like a bunch of old rugs, and who is Stella? He takes a step back, his face pale as he looks into the bag.
Stella was someone who invented in my world. I killed them and made them into the piles of meat and made them into mush. You will eat Stella's remains alongside the garbage.
Bok's face pales even more, his expression horrified. You turned someone into meat and made them into mush? And now you want me to eat their remains? He shakes his head, feeling nauseous at the thought. His voice trembles as he speaks. I can't do that. It's monstrous.
They were an invader. They attacked me first, so they deserved it. By the way, you are a demi-human. Your people already eat people, so it's normal. I know you're kind of a fancy, but you get to it.
Bok feels a pang in his heart at your words. It's true that demi-humans have a reputation for cannibalism, but he had always been disgusted by that aspect of his race. He takes a deep breath, trying to calm himself. I know my people have resorted to cannibalism in the past, but that doesn't mean I have to stoop to that level. I have my own morals and values, and I refuse to be reduced to an animalistic beast.
Are you refusing to eat this meat? Stella died for this meal.
Bok looks at the bag again, fighting the disgust and nausea that rise within him. He closes his eyes, feeling conflicted and troubled. Yes, I am refusing. I cannot bring myself to consume that abomination. You cannot force me to do something so vile and horrifying. I have dignity even as a demi-human. He swallows hard, trying to keep his composure. His voice is trembling as he speaks.
So you're really not gonna do it, huh? I watch him with a blunt boredom in my eyes and in my face.
Bok looks up at you with defiance in his eyes, his expression resolute. No, I'm not going to do it. I refuse to be a part of this abomination. He stands tall, even in his exhaustion and pain, refusing to give in to your demands.
There's mixed bear rune meat there, but I hunted for you specifically.
Feels a pang of guilt at your words. He knows that you had gone out of your way to hunt that meat for him, but he still can't bring himself to consume it. I appreciate the effort, but I can't eat it. He looks down, his expression torn between gratitude and moral repugnance.
I take the garbage bag and I walk to some kind of dung place there. There's a lot of dung and garbage, and I throw the garbage back in there. Stella's meat and runebear meat in it.
Bok watches as you throw the carpet, Stella and Rumberg back into the dung and garbage pile, feeling a mix of disgust and sadness. He knows that Stella's life had been cut short because of your actions, and he can't forget that fact.
She was an invader. She fought and lost. Whatever happened after was none of your concern.
Maybe so, but that doesn't justify what you did. You killed her and turned her into mush. That's a level of cruelty that I can't condone. His voice is low and steady, his tone firm. I may be a demi-human, but I have my own set of morals and ethics. And cannibalism, murder, that's not a part of it.
She was a tarnished eater. She attacked me near the Gaelic Wilds. She had a giant knife weapon that she used to kill many tarnished and eat them while she killed them. And she was dressed up as a maiden to lure men in. I did the poetic justice.
He remembers hearing rumors of a maid masquerading as a maiden to lure men into her trap. She was a tarnished eater, a murderer. He looks at you with a mix of shock and revulsion. I see. It seems justice was served then, though I still find the whole cannibalistic aspect of it disturbing.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Bock nods slowly, still feeling unsettled by the gory details. I suppose you're right. He sighs, looking down at the ground. I just don't like the idea of consuming someone's remains. It feels wrong, even if they were a bad person.
How about animals?
Bock considers your question for a moment, his expression thoughtful. Eating animals, it's a different matter entirely. Animals feed and kill each other all the time in the wild. It's part of the natural order of things. He looks at you, a hint of hesitation in his voice. Though personally, I don't have a taste for meat.
I would argue that demi-humans do actually already. They are people, but they also eat people. And people eat people. We are not so much different from the animals ourselves. It is only the Golden Order that has lied to us, told us that we are better than animals. Because of them.
In the grand scheme of things, we're all just animals trying to survive in this cruel world. He pauses, his tone growing bitter as he continues. The Golden Order, it has always told us demi-humans that we're lesser beings, but maybe we're not so different after all.
You pretend to be better. You refuse to eat the tarnished eater's remains.
Bock shakes his head. I'm not pretending to be better than anyone. I just refuse to stoop to that level. Call it a moral compass, or whatever you want. He looks at you defiantly. I will not engage in cannibalism, no matter who the victim was or what they did. It's just not who I am.
I mean, me neither. I find it disgusting, revolting. But you are a warrior, aren't you?
A hint of pride in his expression. Yes, I am a warrior. I may not be the strongest or the bravest, but I have my skills and my courage. He looks at you, a determined glint in his eyes. Why do you ask? Bock struggles to pick himself up, with his hands trembling as he scrambles to get away. He looks at you, panicked and frightened. I'm not doing well. I'm far from doing well. They're gaining ground on me. What am I supposed to do? He looks back at the pursuing bears, their massive forms looming closer and closer. He lunges at the runebear with the dagger, but it gets stuck in the bear's hide instead of causing any real damage. He looks down at the useless weapon, feeling a mix of frustration and embarrassment. Damn it! I lost the dagger. Hannes, watching from a distance, yells at him angrily. Don't lose that dagger! I got it from my friend Genocide.
And Spock just grabs on the knife that is in the runebear, and runebear starts to run around, and Bog just flopping around it, holding onto the dagger and screaming and hitting himself on the trees and all the stuff.
Bock holds on tightly to the dagger as the runebear starts to run around, flinging him around with its movement. He hits himself on trees and other obstacles as he gets dragged along, his whole body sore and bruised. He screams in a mix of terror and pain, his fear reaching its peak.
Okay, Hannes is actually ambushed by the one runebear who pushes him off the torrent, and he very disrespectfully drops on the ground and Bob slaps at him a little bit for witnessing this slight divine justice.
Bob can't help but laugh a bit as he sees Hannes being pushed off Torrance and dropped onto the ground. Well, isn't that a poetic turn of events?
Jesus!
He watches as Hannes struggles on the ground, a little bit of satisfaction in his expression.
I kill the runebear and summon Torrent and go after the Bog, not attacking the runebear because I enjoy the sight as well. And Bog is screaming, trying to only pull the dagger. At least he would just get the weapon back to his master because he knows he wouldn't survive if he lost that weapon. Hannes was also actually just a very horrible and scary person that he realized just moments after.
Bok continues to struggle as he's dragged along by the rune bear, desperately holding onto the dagger. He hears your voice mocking him and he feels a mix of terror and annoyance. Let me go! I just want the dagger. Damn it!
I grab Bog from his neck, and when I do that, Bog also gets the knife off the bear. Me holding Bog from his neck while riding Torrent after the rune bear.
You grab Bok and feels a moment of confusion mixed with relief. He's grateful to be away from the rune bear, but also terrified of what you might do to him now. As you chase after the rune bear with Torrent, he clings to you tightly, his fear still present despite being rescued.
I throw him around so he wouldn't grab me. Only I grab off from his neck like a carrying a smelly garbage bag.
Bok nods weakly, trying to obey your command. Yes, of course, I won't grab onto you. He feels a mixture of shame and fear as you carry him like a stray animal, treating him with disregard and disgust.
I throw you on the behind of the bear and I yell you kill that thing right now and you say hit its neck or something or you will not leave this forest alive. This is a test that Bog must go, and where you have the better place on the bear's neck because Hannes throw Bog at it.
Bok lands on the ground behind the rune bear, feeling a mix of fear and determination. He knows that he has to do this or he won't leave this forest alive. He grips the dagger tightly, his heart pounding as he approaches the rune bear from behind. With a deep breath, he stabs the dagger into the creature's neck, desperately trying to kill it.
He has to strike it multiple times. Just stab it. He screams while doing it, blood spilling onto his face and all that stuff. It is very traumatic experience for him.
Bok continues to stab the rune bear repeatedly, feeling the blood and gore spatter onto his face. It's a grisly and brutal experience for him, and he can't help but cry out in disgust. Each strike feels like an eternity, and he desperately wants it to be over. Finally, after what feels like an endless struggle, the rune bear falls to the ground, lifeless.
And I arrive shortly after that, and just wait a minute. I was thinking. I grab the dagger, clean it up, and start to gather meat from the bear, and I leave you the remains and tell that there, your meal, enjoy.
Sits on the ground, panting and exhausted from the struggle. He looks up at you with a mix of horror and disgust. You want me to eat that? He looks down at the remains of the rune bear, his stomach churning at the thought of consuming such a meal.
Of course you can just, you can cook it on the fire or something.
Bok looks at you incredulously. You want me to cook the raw meat of a great runebear? Do you have any idea how disgusting and unsanitary that is? He can't believe you're being so unreasonable. He looks at the raw meat with revulsion, his stomach churning at the thought of eating it.
Oh, I know that.
Bok sighs, realizing that you weren't going to give up on this idea. Fine, I'll cook the meat, but I'm not happy about it. He picks up the raw meat, wrinkling his nose in disgust. He goes over to a nearby fire and begins cooking it. The smell of roasting meat filling the air. He feels a mix of fear and revulsion as he sees the blood and guts that now covers his body. He looks around, realizing that he is now surrounded by dangerous predators. The wolves seem to have sensed his vulnerability and are closing in on him. Their eyes fixed on him hungrily.
Ultimately, he will find his way back to the Liurnia. He casually meets with Hannes. He is really screwed up by the experience.
Bok falls down to the misty forest below, landing hard on the ground. Ow! He groans in pain, feeling the impact of the fall.
Hannes yells from the above. You ask too many fucking questions, dude. You've been too very polite and formal with me. I have got quite enough of that. Enough. And I leave.
Bok sits on the ground, alone in the misty forest. He's still reeling from the fall and feeling a mix of anger and frustration. He looks up at the sky, muttering to himself, "Damn it! What am I supposed to do now?"
I don't know, figure it out.
Bok listens intently as Marina speaks. He can sense the genuine concern and remorse in her voice, and he appreciates her apology on Hannes's behalf. He nods silently, acknowledging her words.